I'm still going to divert to you because someone that will be watching and saying, what's Healthy Lifestyle about? And Healthy Lifestyle is a program where you showcase healthy lifestyle choices of great personalities at large and celebrity. So it falls into the category of great personality. So don't worry, somebody will say, who is this person? Don't worry, you get to know him very, very, very well. Okay, all right, Mr. Runcie, let's go for the health talk. In the morning, when you wake up, what's the first thing you do?
In the morning, I'm a Christian, so the first thing I usually do is to pray to God and thank God for the great day. And then afterward, because I work a lot, so I probably just have to check my
email.
Check my email, and then after checking my email while on the bed, then I can then wake up, take some water, and probably prepare my breakfast. And start heading out.
Oh, after drinking water, then you don't brush.
Oh, I'm sorry, of course.
We're talking about health talk, and people want to know how you're living healthy.
Yes, I definitely brush my teeth, and then I really have my own breakfast and take my bath, and then I head out.
You take your breakfast very, very important.
Yes, it's very, very important because so previously, I usually don't take my breakfast super early. Sometimes I just head out to work. When I get to work, I take my breakfast. But something happened some years ago. I had what they call hemorrhoid.
Meaning?
I stooled blood, and then I had anal pain. And I was very much afraid.
As a result of what?
So, hemorrhoid, some people call it pile. It's a kind of illness that usually arises from the kind of how you eat and all the rest of them. So since then, I have to really be very mindful of how I eat and what I eat. Especially, I have to really be mindful that I eat things that have more fiber. Yes.
Normally for breakfast, what do you take?
So most times I usually take wheat. It's called the Weetabix. Yeah, is a wheat meal, or sometimes I take oatmeal. Yeah, I just use that to start my morning. Yeah, and then sometimes too I have to just take fried plantain, egg, and then.
At what time?
In the morning, usually 7:30, 8, because I leave for work very early. Yes. Yeah, and that's what I take.
I know somebody will be asking that, in Lagos, it doesn't work that way. In somewhere, it doesn't work that way. Can you advise somebody that it's not compulsory, it's not that maybe because you're trying to meet up time? Can you advise them that they shouldn't skip their breakfast? Because seriously, some people will give that excuse that they want to meet up.
Yes, so it's a very difficult decision to really make, especially for people who are in their midlife. We need to be very, very realistic when we're talking about healthy lifestyle, because healthy lifestyle has a lot to do with the stage at which every human being is at his life. People who are older, there is a lot of things they could do. People who are younger, there's so many things they can find it very difficult to do. Breakfast would be so difficult for a professional who is still 30, like myself, who's trying to catch up with a lot of things. Sometimes you wake up very late, sometimes you sleep very late and all the rest. But one thing I will always advise everyone out there is just know that, what happens to you when you are 50, 60, dependent on how you live today. For me, my own case, right now, as I mentioned, I started battling with hemorrhoid, which is pile. It's because of how bad I've had my eating habit a few years ago. You understand? Now I'm changing because I want to take care of myself more. You also have so many people in their midlife now who are battling with ulcer because they eat very late sometimes. They don't even think about what they eat. That's a very important thing. Be very thoughtful about what you eat. When I was in the university, I have menu. I have menu of what I eat. But when I left the university, I get into the workplace, it changed. But just be thoughtful of what you eat, because it really makes your own entire well-being later in the future. Yeah, and that's very important.
All right. Okay. Moving on, for your lunch, what do you take, and by what time do you take your lunch?
I do come to work with my food. I try as much as I can not to eat out always.
Why?
The reason is that because, one, I really want to be sure of what I'm eating. Secondly, it's more affordable for me. And thirdly, it can help me to maintain my own health. For instance, if I have like oatmeal in the morning, or probably I, had like tea in the morning, in the afternoon I want to like have beans and rice. And it's easier for me also because in the office, maybe you're working, you just don't want to go out. But because I actually came to the office with my food, it's a lot easier to just leave my office, go straight to the kitchen, just get the food and eat and come back. Sometimes you could even be eating while you're just walking or doing some brief stuff, you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, it's crazy, but it's just the truth. And I'm this kind of person, I like being very, very real. It doesn't make sense telling people what you don't do, you know what I mean? Yeah. And then for lunch, some lunch, I probably eat, I love beans a lot. Yeah, so I also probably eat beans and plantain. Yeah. And I take lots of fruits, and lots of vegetable. In fact, sometimes I just, eat vegetables alone and salads alone, yeah.
Okay, that's good. For your dinner?
For dinner, most times I usually take something a bit lighter. Yeah, maybe I just have like boiled plantain or boiled yam. And sometimes it depends. I could also eat swallow or maybe rice, It all depends on what I eat in the afternoon.
All right. We've heard enough for the health talk, but I want you to advise your viewer on what should they watch when they want to eat. You understand? Some people, for instance, I love the idea when you said that you go to office with your food, you don't try to get food outside. At least it can make you to monitor your food, because actually you don't know how they prepare their food outside them, either the fast food or anything, you don't know how they prepare it. So what's just the advice for the viewer that is watching us on how to watch the food they eat?
I must be sincere that the greatest food that we all can always try to eat to help our system is, usually food with plenty of vegetables, and as well as, always having to drink lots of water, because it helps our system generally. But interestingly, a lot of people also don't exercise. And these are also very, very important things we all have to consider in our lifestyle. So, and another important thing is smoking. People should really stay away from smoking. Yeah, it's a very difficult decision to take, but it's a healthy decision to take. Now, let me tell you something. Do you know that if diseases like cancer and others were actually discovered to have been linked to, smoking, smoking supposed to have been banned like long time ago, or even made an embargo, Yeah, because think about it, cancer of the lungs, breast cancer, and all form of cancer, they are all associated to smoking. So if you can, stop smoking. If you can, it's very important, limit your intake of alcohol. Very, very important, limit it. Yeah, these are different ways you can, have a healthy lifestyle. These are different ways you can exercise a lot.
So you do exercise?
I do exercise.
What kind of exercise?
Every Saturday I run 5 kilometers. Wow. Yes, every Saturday I run 5 kilometers.
So you have enough endurance.
Exactly, yes, I do. Yeah. Okay. And you see, it helps me a lot. Most times when you're going down the staircase or you're coming up, you realize that you breathe, Yeah, and since I started exercising, it all counts, And also for women and also for men, you have to maintain a healthy weight. The painful thing today is that people don't even know their BMI. People don't even check their BMI. Like for me, there was a time I was exercising excessively, and then I checked my BMI.
I love you to be breaking it down, because some people...
Oh, body mass index, yes. Body mass index, you can just go to the hospital and check your body mass index. It's just to know if you have a healthy weight or if you have an abnormal weight. You understand? And for most people who are obese, obesity today has been linked to 14 types of cancer. Yes. So you will see some men and they will tell you that when you look, you have big pot belly. It shows you are a big man and it shows you are eating well.
That's African for you.
Yeah, you know, and then you hear some Igbo people say that Oriako. Have you heard something like that? In Igbo, they say Oriako. Okay. That your wife is Oriako. It means she's eating all your food. It shows when your wife is big or rounded, it means she's really, you're wealthy. People should maintain a healthy weight. Obesity, it's a crazy thing, but a lot of people, you know, can't help it, but they need to check it.
Thank you so much. I really enjoyed this segment, this Health Talk segment. All right, great viewers. I want you to stick around because we still have more on the program Healthy Lifestyle with Oluti. I'll be right back after the short break.